good. Just move. You put your hips down. Hips should be in contact with the ground. So, yeah. It's just a little support under the sides of the hips.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
And you need the blessing of the first.
All right. So now that we're there, everybody take a moment to self-assess. See how that feels. Again, if it doesn't feel good, straighten the legs or just bring the knees up towards the ceiling. Place one hand on the belly, one hand on the chest. Softening through the shoulders. Try to feel the legs. See if you're holding any tension in the hips. If so, try to give that over to the blocks. Feeling all the points of contact on your mat. Slow, deep breaths in and out through the nose. With each inhale, fully inflating the lungs, feeling the chest rise, maybe the belly. On exhale, feeling that chest sink down, the belly deflate. Slow, rhythmic breaths. Inhaling the energy of the friends around you this morning, feeling that support. Exhaling in any negativity you may be holding. Inhaling that sense of calm. Exhaling any anxiety, any thoughts of what you need to do later. Being fully present in this moment. Feeling yourself grounded and at peace. As we flow today, holding on to this calm, remembering to listen to your body. If a pose does not feel right in your body, modify it or skip it entirely. If you'd like to set an intention for the practice this morning, you may do that now. A couple more deep breaths in and out to seal whatever your intention may be. After your last exhalation, hold the lungs empty. Slow, deep breath through the nose together. Fully inflate the lungs. Open the mouth, sigh it out. Slow inhale, fill the lungs, feel the chest rise. Open the mouth, sigh it out. One more time, full deep breath in, see if you can get a little more air in this time. Open the mouth, sigh it out. Beautiful. Maybe using one of your hands to help. Let's bring that right knee up towards the ceiling. And then maybe using that left hand, bringing that left knee up towards the ceiling, moving the blocks out of the way off to the sides of the mat. Fully extend those legs long on the mat, bring the arms overhead, interlace the fingers, flip the palms, point the toes, and stretch. From here, crossing right ankle over left, grabbing onto right wrist with left hand. Let's move the upper body over to the left. Maybe the legs move over to the left a little bit, keeping both shoulder blades on the mat. And then maybe adding a little bit more bend to the elbows to relax in this side bend. Sticking with those full deep breaths in and out through the nose. Gently uncross the ankle, come back to center. Cross that left ankle over right, grab onto left wrist with right hand, upper body moves to the right, and maybe the legs. Again, shoulder blades are staying in contact. Maybe a little bit more bend to the elbows, feeling that nice stretch through that left side body. Gently coming back to center. And now bending the knees, planting the soles of the feet down, feet hip distance apart. Bringing the arms down along the sides. Press your lower back down into the mat. Feel that spine make contact. Navel drawing down. And then gently release. Press the lower back into the mat. And gently release. One more time. Press the lower back into the mat. And release. Bring both knees into the chest. Give yourself a couple gentle rocks from side to side. Walking those hips lower as you do so, lengthening out the spine. And then gently setting the soles of the feet down to the mat again. Walking them a little further forward, bringing the feet to the edges of the mat for our windshield wipers. Option to cactus the arms out to the sides. Gentle rocks of the knees from side to side. Upper body should stay still. All the movement coming from that lower body. Taking those knees as far to the side as comfortable. Not forcing anything. And then gently coming back to center. Again, bringing the knees into the chest. Give them a little squeeze. And then extend both legs up towards the ceiling, planting those hands next to the side. Press the lower back into the mat as you flex through the feet, pressing those heels toward the ceiling, bringing your toes down, and then pointing through the feet. Flex. And point. One more time, flex. And point. Roll the ankles one direction. And switch. Beautiful. All right, press the lower back into the mat. Bend the knees and try to parallel the shins to the ground. So maybe flexing the feet, knees above the hips. Again, pressing that lower back into the mat, and now bringing the arms up overhead, reaching up through the fingertips, bringing the hands directly over the shoulders. Keep pressing that lower back into the mat. Keep flexing through the feet. We're going to take some dead bugs. So extending that left leg forward, or straightening the leg, bringing that right arm back, and then coming back to center. Keep pressing the back into the mat. Extend right leg, left arm comes back. And come back to beginning. Straighten left leg, right arm back. Back to the start. Switch sides. And back. 2 more each side. Left leg, right arm. And back. Right leg, left arm. Back. Last one each side. Left. And back. Right. And back. Beautiful. Knees into the chest. Rock yourself from side to side. And then we're going to make our way to sit up, sitting the same direction we're facing. Maybe you roll onto your side to get there, or maybe you take a couple of rocks to sit up. Nice. And once you're there, hands come back behind you. Bring the feet forward, bend the knees. We're going to come into a modified boat pose. So bringing those feet about halfway between as far as you can and straight. Hands back behind you. Pull the chest forward. Make sure you're not rounding through that lower back. Once you're there, you can keep your hands back for support, or if you can hold on to this position, bringing the arms forward, feel free. Again, those hands back for support, you're still getting plenty of core work. See if you can come onto the toes or the heels, whatever works better for you. Keep the tension out of the shoulders. Find that space between the shoulders and the ears. See if you can extend that right leg and set it down. Extend the left and down, right, down, left, down. One more each side. Right, down, and left, down. Nice. Come all the way up. Cross the legs. We're not going to be here very long. Lengthen up through the spine. Drop the shoulders down away from the ears. Inhale, pull the chest forward, lift the chin. Exhale, round through the spine, chin to chest. Inhale, finding that cow back. Exhale, rounding to cat. One more time, inhale. And exhale. Inhale, come back to center. Bringing the arms overhead. Exhale, twisting to your left. Bringing that right hand to the left knee, left hand back behind you. Inhale to lengthen through the spine. Exhale, maybe you find a little more space in your twist. Again, being gentle, not forcing. Inhale to center, arms up. Exhale, now twisting to your right. Deep breath in to lengthen. Exhale to twist. Beautiful. And coming back to center, making our way to tabletop. Grabbing whatever you might need under your knees. If anybody needs anything, let me know. Once we're in tabletop, moving through that cat and cow, so feel free to drop right in whenever you arrive. Inhale as the belly drops, the head lowers. Exhale as you round it out. Maybe closing the eyes, few rounds with your own breath. Feeling free to invite any rib rolls in, maybe some rocks back and forth, whatever feels good. Three more rounds of breath at your own pace. And then finally, meeting back in that neutral spine. Walk your hands a full hand print forward. Inhale, shift your shoulders forward, bring them over the wrists. Draw your navel into spine. Think about tucking in that tailbone a little bit, keeping that gaze down right between the hands. Option is stay right here, or you could tuck the toes and lift the knees, coming into a plank for a moment. Tap right knee down and lift. Tap left knee and lift. Right and lift. Left, lift. One more each side. Tap right. Tap left. Beautiful. Lower the knees down. Untuck the toes. Keep the feet and knees right where they are. Press through the palms. Come back to a modified child's pose. Relax the head and neck. Keeping those hands right where they are. Take an inhale as you shift forward, rounding the back as you come forward. And then gently lowering those hips as you lift the heart, lift the gaze forward. Exhale, come back to that modified child's pose. Inhale, round the back as you come forward. Now maybe you just stop with the shoulders right over the wrists and that's enough. If it doesn't feel good to drop those hips, don't do it. Exhale, come back. Maybe keeping the eyes closed as you flow to better connect with the sensations. We're going to take 3 more rounds of breath. If you prefer to stay in your child's pose, feel free to stay right there. Two more rounds, really lengthening out that breath as much as you can. Last round. And meeting back in that child's pose. Once you're in the child's pose, you can cross the arms, you can bring the hands back along the sides. We're gonna hold here for 3 rounds of breath before getting up. If If you're ready, shift forward, come to tabletop for a moment, and grab onto your block. Bring it to the center of your mat on the side of the mat towards me, because we're gonna need it once we stand. Just the one block. From there, we're gonna make our way to down dog or to stand directly at the top of the mat, however you'd like to get there. Remember to walk those hands forward if you're coming to that down dog before tucking those toes. Pedaling it out, relaxing through that head and neck. Bring your attention to your spine. If you feel like you're rounding it out, add a little bit more bend to the knees. Nice flat back. 2 more full breaths in and out, or feel free to come to the top of your mat. When you're ready, gaze forward, little baby steps to the top. Deep bend to the knees as you slowly roll to stand. Inhaling as you rise, arms come up, palms join, gaze may follow. And exhale, hands to heart center. Nice, step those feet wider than the hips for ragdoll. Inhaling the arms overhead. Exhale, deep bend to the knees. Grabbing onto opposite elbows or just letting those arms hang. Gentle rock from side to side. Just letting gravity pull that upper back, that upper body down towards the ground. Power through the feet. Inhale, root to rise. Sweep the arms overhead, palms join. And exhale, hands to heart center. Nice. Come to the center of your mat. Move anything out of the way that you need to. All right, feet hip distance apart. Bring the arms behind the back. Interlace the fingers. Roll the shoulder blades together. Draw the knuckles down. Lift the heart. Lift the chin. And then bringing the arms forward, interlacing fingers, pressing that upper back, chin to chest, pressing the knuckles forward. And gently release, hands down to the sides, coming into our full mountain, kneecaps in and up, engaging glutes, quads, navel in and up. Lift the chest, roll the shoulders up and down, reach the fingertips down, draw the crown of the head up towards the ceiling. Slow breaths in and out through the nose. Maybe revisiting whatever intention you set. Two more full breaths in and out. Inhaling, sweeping arms overhead. Exhale, we're going to take a forward fold to grab our block. Inhale, rising up, leaving the arms hanging down in front of you, grabbing onto opposite ends of the block. Nice, just dropping the blocks down for just a moment, holding it in front of you. Again, engaging everything throughout the body for our mountain pose. Pressing those palms into either side of the block and now bringing it to heart center. Inhale, lift that block up, squeeze into the sides. Exhale it down and forward. Inhale, bring it in and up. Exhale, down and forward, squeezing that block. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Same thing, we're going to add a chair pose. Inhale it up. Exhale it down and sink into chair. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Inhale it up. Arms overhead. Exhale, come down to chair, forward. For 3, 2, 1.
Inhale up. We're gonna do this 3 more times. Exhale down and forward. 3, 2, 1. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. 3, 2, 1. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Hold here for 5. Don't hold the breath. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale it up 1 more time. Separate the hands and exhale deep into the knees. Come on down. Release the block down, grabbing onto opposite elbows. Just for a moment. When those feet are close, just hold them right where you've got them. Nice. Inhale, sweeping the arms overhead as you rise. And now exhaling, bringing the arms behind the back, grabbing onto wrists, starting to walk those fingertips up as high as is comfortable. Drop the shoulders away from the ears, lengthen through the crown of the head, engage through the body, engage through the core. And if it feels okay, exhale to a half fold, gazing forward or down, maybe adding a little bit more bend to the knees, keeping any tension out of that lower back. Keep that bind as you inhale, come up. Try to relax the shoulders just a little bit more for just a moment. Nice, and then release. All right, so we're gonna take our standing banana asana, so crossing left foot over right, bringing the arms overhead, grabbing onto that left wrist, lengthen out, and don't cross the feet if you feel unstable, just leave them hip distance. Exhale, leaning over to the right side. Nice. Full deep breaths. Inhale, come to center. Let's switch the cross, crossing right foot, grabbing right wrist, lengthening first as you inhale, exhaling to lean over to the left. Keep drawing that navel into spine. Nice. Come back to center, inhale, exhale, release. Hands to heart center. Step those feet out for our wide-legged stance, toes at a 45-degree angle. Once you get there, maybe you adjust the feet out a little bit. Breath in, exhale, bend into those knees. We're gonna drop the hands down, make big circle as we inhale, rising up. Exhale, hands to heart center, sink it down. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 3 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one, inhale. Exhale, we're gonna hold here. Nice. Think about pressing your back up against that imaginary wall. Stay nice and tall. Drop the shoulders down. Hold here. Or maybe you pick up that left heel for a moment. And release. Maybe you pick up that right heel. And release. Be careful if you pick up both heels. And release. Nice. Inhale, sweeping the arms overhead, straightening through the legs. Yes. Exhale, hands to heart, parallel the feet. Take a breath in. Exhale, half fold. Option or lower those hands down if that's easily accessible. Feel free to keep the hands at heart center. Nice. Just a couple breaths here in this half fold or full fold. Feeling that nice lengthening of the hamstrings. Slowly inhale, rise up. Heel toe those feet in towards one another. And let's just swing it out, helicopters. Nice. Coming to the top of our mat. sweeping arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold, hinge from the waist, add bend to the knees if you need it. Inhale to a half lift, flat back, crown of the head forward. Exhale, fold. A little bend to the knees. Inhale, reach your eyes, sweep the arms overhead. One more time, maybe the gaze comes up. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. And exhale to fold. Beautiful. Holding here in this forward fold for a couple breaths or stepping on back for your child's pose. Whenever you're ready, meet us there. Puppy pose, child's pose, arms crossed, arms forward, arms at sides, whatever allows you to relax. Four more full breaths in and out. If you're ready, shift on up to tabletop. Feel free to stay in your child's pose for a while longer if you would like. Grab anything you might need for under your knees. We're going to be using our knees for the next few minutes. If you need some extra padding, let me know and I'll bring it to you. You'll need your blocks. Okay. Just setting the blocks off to the sides so they'll be accessible to you, and then finding your tabletop position. We're going to take that knee to elbow, extend leg back, maybe lower chin and chest if you'd like, and then we're going to step to lizard pose. So inhaling that right knee to right elbow. Exhale, extend that right leg behind you. Stay right here or lower chin and chest, keeping those elbows close to the sides. Inhale, knee to elbow. Exhale, lower chin and chest, leg extends. Inhale, knee to elbow. Exhale, lower chin and chest. Last one, inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. Inhale, come up. Lower that knee down for just a moment. Grab onto your blocks, setting them at either the highest setting or maybe in between. We're going to step our right foot outside of our right hand. So those hands are shoulder distance, foot comes right outside. That's a 45-degree angle on that right foot. Option to slide that left knee back a little further if you'd like. Make sure the right ankle is below the right knee. Think about pressing into the palms, but trying to keep the tension out of the shoulders. Nice. Maybe bringing the gaze forward again, maybe closing the eyes. Feeling that nice stretch through that left hip flexor, through that right hip. Feeling nice and open here. Make sure your hands are stable on your blocks. Feel free to stay right here, or most of you have done this with me before, you can take a peek at me. I'm gonna bring my right fingertips behind the base of my skull. I'm gonna inhale to open my shoulder, and then I'm gonna exhale, bringing that right elbow towards the left elbow. Inhale, lift that elbow up. Exhale, tap it to the left, or towards it, does not have to tap. Inhale, lift. Exhale, tap. We're going to do that one more time. Inhale to lift. Exhale to tap. Beautiful. Come back to center. Release that right hand down to the block. And then slowly bring that right leg back. Bring the knees to the edges of the mat for a moment and sink back. Take a child's pose. 3 breaths. And then we'll do the other side. All right, finding your tabletop again. Knee to elbow leg extensions. Set those blocks out of your way. Inhale the left knee to the left elbow. Exhale, extend left leg, option to lower chin and chest. Inhale, knee to elbow. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale, slow and controlled. Last one, inhale. And exhale. Great job. Inhale, come back up to tabletop, set that knee down. Grab your blocks. Again, hands underneath the shoulders. And then when you're ready, stepping that left foot forward, right outside of that left hand, 45-degree angle on the toes, maybe sliding that right leg back a little further if that feels okay. Pulling the chest forward, relaxing through the shoulders. If you press through the palms, again, try to focus on keeping the tension out of the shoulders as much as you can here. Breathing into those hips, telling them it's safe to release, maybe closing your eyes for just a moment. Nice, and then again, feel free to stay right here with both hands down, or bringing the left fingertips to the base of the skull, bending through that left elbow. Inhaling, lifting, exhaling, tapping in towards that right. Inhale to lift, exhale, tap. 2 more, inhale, exhale. Last one, inhale, and exhale. Nice. Inhale, come back to the beginning, lower that left hand down, gently slide that left leg back. And again, 1 more child's pose or whatever feels restful to you for 3 full breaths. If you'd like to stay where you are, feel free. We're going to thread the needle. If you don't want to thread the needle, just stay right where you are. If you'd like to, shift on up to tabletop. So we're going to lift the arm and come through 3 times before holding. Have your block handy if you like that for your cheek. Let's inhale that right arm up first. Maybe that gaze follows. Exhale, thread it under the left. Inhale the right arm up. Exhale, thread. Last time, inhale. And exhale to thread, option to bring that block underneath that right cheek. Walking the left fingertips forward or keeping them where they are. You could bring that left arm behind the back, bringing the back of the palm to the lower back. If you'd like, maybe you could reaching for the top of that right thigh. Couple breaths in and out here. If you've taken a bind or walk those fingertips forward, gently release that left hand back next to the side of the face. Press through the left hand, inhale that right arm 1 more time. And exhale, set it down. Other side. Inhale that left arm up. Exhale, thread it under the right. Inhale, lift. Exhale, thread. Last one, inhale. And exhale to hold, maybe bringing the block under that left cheek. Fingertips forward, back, or right where they are. And as we're here for a couple more breaths, think about softening through the body. Are you holding tension in your shoulders? Try to release. Holding tension in the face, let it go.
Gently return that right palm down for that support. Press through the palm to inhale that left arm last time. Exhale, release. And we're going to make our way to down dog or to come to stand directly at the top of the mat. You can just keep your blocks at the top of your mat. You won't be needing them. Meeting in that down dog, or then to stand facing your neighbor. If you're in down dog, maybe pedaling it out here a couple times. Should be feeling this in your shoulders. Just press through those palms, sit those hips back. And then bring the gaze forward between the hands. Little baby steps to the top. Inhale, slowly roll to stand. Sweeping arms overhead, palms join. Exhale, hands to heart center. Nice. All right, move everything out of the way that you need to for your mat. We're gonna come to the center. Hands at heart center once you get there. All right, starting with our heel lifts. So feet hip distance, maybe a little wider if that feels better. Lift the heels and lower. Lift, lower. 8, slow and controlled. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Nice. Okay, rooting down through that left foot and staying right where you are. We're gonna take those left toes forward, and then we're gonna rainbow them back behind us and forward 10 times. Again, if that's a little too much, you could go tap, tap, tap if that makes you feel more stable. So bringing the left toes forward, bring it around to the back. Forward and back for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. All right, set that left foot down. Now I noticed somebody was on the other leg, maybe a couple people, so just keep in mind, if the right leg was your standing leg, do the opposite leg the next time. So for most people, we had our right leg, our standing leg this time, right? Okay, so we're gonna step that left foot out and find a wide-legged stance. Okay, from here, turning the toes out to a 45-degree angle for a moment, and then turning those left toes to the side. Option to parallel that right foot to the back of the mat, bringing the arms out to the side, squeeze the fingertips together, roll the shoulders up and down away from the ears. Breath in, exhale, bending into that left knee for warrior 2. Think about tucking in the tailbone, drawing that navel into spine, shoulders down away from the ears. Full deep breaths, beautiful. Press that left knee out to the left. Releasing the right palm, flipping the left. Take an inhale, exhale to reverse your warrior. Nice. Inhale to warrior 2. Exhale, reach forward to extended side angle, releasing that left arm, right arm up and over. Inhale, come up, find your reverse warrior. Exhale, come up, find your extended side angle. Inhale, come up, reverse. Exhale, forward to extended side angle. Last one, almost there. Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. Holding here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, come up. Straighten into the leg, hands to heart center. Parallel the feet. Nice. Breath in. Exhale, half fold.
Gazing down, thinking about turning that tailbone up. Inhale, come up. Heel toe the feet in towards one another. Nice, shake it out, swing it out. So again, most people, we were using our right leg for our foundation leg last time, so make sure if you use the other one, you switch it out. So this time we're rooting down through that left leg. Hands to heart center. Bringing the right toes forward. All right, circle around and back. Around and back. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Nice. All right, step it next to the left. And then stepping that right foot out to the side. Turn those toes to a 45 just for a moment. Get those feet set up the way you want to, keeping those hands at heart center. And now turning those right toes to the side, maybe paralleling the left foot. Arms out to the side, squeeze the fingertips, take an inhale. Exhale, bending into the right knee. Drop the shoulders down away from the ears. Make sure you're not leaning forward into your warrior two. Bring that torso up over the pelvis. Beautiful. Full deep breaths. Releasing that right palm down to the thigh. Flipping the right. Inhale. And exhale to reverse your warrior. Inhale to warrior two. Exhale, reach forward and find your extended side angle. All right, let's get fluid. Inhale, reverse. Exhale to extended side angle. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extended side angle. Last one, you're almost there. Beautiful. Inhale. You guys really do look beautiful. Exhale to extended side angle. Holding here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, come up. Hands to heart, straighten into the leg. Parallel the feet. Inhale. Exhale, half fold or full fold. If you, again, the ground is easily accessible and you'd like to release all the way down, feel free. 2 full deep breaths in and out here. Engage to that core as you inhale to rise. Take your time. Heel toe those feet in towards one another. And let's shake it out, swing it out, whatever feels good. Nice. After that calls for ragdoll. Taking those feet a little wider than hip distance apart. Big breath in, circle those arms overhead. Exhale, deep into the knees as you come all the way down. Round out through that spine. Make yourself into a little turtleback. Maybe swing from side to side. Maybe just holding there in stillness. Again, letting that gravity lengthen out that spine. All right, power through the feet. Inhale, sweep the arms overhead, reach to rise. Exhale, hands to heart center. Nice. Okay, grab one of your blocks. Actually, maybe even both of your blocks. Let's see, I can try it with both blocks. Let's do both blocks. So see how I have my blocks? Just put them just like that. And then put them in front of your feet hip distance apart. Put them right in front of your right foot. Just right in front of that right foot. Nice. Now once you're there, root down, your right foot, so it'll be my left, sorry. Root down through your left foot and bring the sole of the right foot onto the blocks. Make sure, again, feet are hip distance apart. So just, yeah, is that comfortable for everybody? Okay, hands at heart center. Now, feel free to stay right here. You could come onto the toe if you're feeling all right. Or you could try to see if you can come off the toe a little bit, knowing that block is there for support. Hold that thought. Next thing, we're gonna bring our right hand onto that lifted right knee and bring the left arm up. Nice, navel into spine, drop the shoulders, reach through the fingertips. Find your focal point. Now again, it's fine to just keep your ball of your foot on the block, maybe even the toe. You're using a lot more weight in that supporting left leg, so working on balance. Maybe that toe floats off and it taps back down a couple times. Maybe it stays up. Just knowing that it's there. Slow, deep breaths. Again, it could just be just the big toe just barely touching it, and that's still so much balance. Be careful with your blocks. Beautiful. Very nice. You can really feel that left leg turning on, even with that toe touching down. Yes. Okay, very gently. Lower the sole of the foot onto the blocks. Release the arm. All right. Take the foot off the block, shake it out. Nice work. So much fun we can have with blocks, right? So now we're going to bring them in front of our left foot and root down through the right. Again, make sure you have that on the mat, that you're not going to be unstable. Bring the sole of that left foot onto the block. Make sure you're stable. Make sure you're stable. Hands to heart center for a moment. Now you can keep your hands at heart center. I should have given you that option. Or go ahead and bring that left hand to the thigh and bring that right arm up. Drop the shoulders away from the ears. Draw your navel into spine. Engage the glutes, engage the leg. Maybe you start playing around, find just the ball of the foot. Maybe the full foot stays down. Maybe you come onto the toe. Find your focal point. Maybe that toe lifts up and off a couple times. Don't take it too high. Know that it's there for that support. Full deep breaths. Try to keep the tension out of the upper body. Soften through your face. Couple more breaths. Nice. All right. Gently release that lifted arm. Set the foot down. Get stable. And then step off the blocks. Nice job. All right. Let's put the blocks to the top of the mat.
It's amazing how much weight goes in that.
I know, right?
Yeah.
That standing leg.
Standing
Yeah.
leg.
Yes. All right. So if you want to put your blocks up tall to find a half fold, feel free. I'm going to bend into my legs a couple of times with my blocks like this. So inhale, sweeping the arms overhead. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale to a half lift, find a flat back. Exhale to fold. We're going to do that one more time. Bend to the knees. Inhale, sweep the arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold. This time we're going to inhale to our half lift, maybe bringing your hand to the blocks. And then if they're not spaced out enough, I want you to bring those blocks right underneath the shoulders and the feet right under the hips, so you have a tabletop back. Add some bend to the knees, you'll probably need it. And then maybe you start to play around with starting to straighten a little bit more into that left leg, keeping the right knee bent, and then switching sides. Just to see how it feels. Again, don't force anything. No pain in our practice. Couple gentle bends from leg to leg. And then lots of bend to both knees. Inhale, sweep the arms overhead. One more time, rise up. Exhale, forward fold. All the way down. Lots of bend to the knees. Step back and find a child's pose or a restful pose. Nice. I'm going to throw that 1 minute plank in today, so again, you don't have to take the full. I heard a raspberry. But everybody relax here in your child's pose. We've got a few more breaths here, so just let's be where we are. Enjoy this child's pose. One more full breath in and out. Again, feel free to stay right where you are and just keep enjoying this nice stretching of the quads. You've worked them today. It's fine to stay right as you are. If you'd like to join me for a plank, come on up. Either on forearms or straight arms. We'll begin in 3, 2, and 1. And I'll give you the 30-second warning. If you're working on that a little bit extra core strength, you could do some knee taps. Just throw them in there from time to time, or just hold what you got. Make sure those breaths are long, full, and deep. We're at 30 seconds. Forty seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Everybody come onto the belly. Maybe crossing those forearms in front of you. Relaxing your forehead down. Doing that nice, gentle back bend here. Feel free to stay right where you are, or some of you have taken that half frog with me. So you just keep your forehead down. If you'd like to take half frog, you just bring that right knee out to the side with the knee bent about a 90-degree angle. Now, once you get there with that leg, that 90-degree angle out to the side, if that causes any discomfort in the hip or in the lower back, please just extend it back out. No pinching, no pain. And lastly, if you'd like, you could always turn your left cheek down, just turning the head to the right if that feels okay on the neck. If it doesn't, just keep the forehead down. It's pretty comfortable. Couple more breaths here. If it feels okay, if you want to bring that right knee even a little higher out to the side, you can do that. Again, not forcing. And then gently bringing that right leg back, next to the left. Let's switch sides, bringing that left knee out to the side. Now what worked on one side may not work on the other. If this causes discomfort, just stay on your belly, or you can come and find a child's pose. That's where we're going next. If you'd like to turn your head to the left, maybe you do that. And again, the slower, more controlled breaths that you take, the more your body will relax and let go. Maybe that knee comes a little higher for the last couple breaths if you've created enough space. If not, just stay right where you are. And then slowly bringing that left leg back in line. Making your way to bring your hands next to your chest to press yourself up. To find either that puppy pose or that child's pose. Let's counteract that back bend, sink the hips back. And then we're gently going to make our way back to a seat. So with our legs facing the top of our mat, to just like me. Once you're there, we're gonna bend that right knee. And then if it feels okay to cross it over that left thigh, cross it over. If that's too intense, just keep it on the inside, keeping the left leg straight. Or if you have enough space in the hips, you could bend that left knee, coming into a little bit deeper pose. Again, keep the left leg straight if that feels better. Bring that right hand back behind you. Inhale the left arm up. And then exhale, twist to your right. So you could wrap your arm around that right knee, or you could bring that left elbow outside of the right knee to deepen the twist. Pull the chest forward, shoulders back, and lengthen the crown of the head up towards the ceiling. Got it? Nice. Again, we can just hug that knee if that feels better. This is Lord of the Fishes pose. I haven't said that. Love this one. All right, let's gently unwind. So now straightening both legs for a moment. Bringing the left knee into the chest. It can stay inside of the right thigh. It can come outside of the right thigh. Right leg straight or bent. Again, if you're having any discomfort in the hips, if you bend both legs, straighten the other leg out. Left hand comes back behind you. Inhale, right arm, and twist to your left. Maybe you hug that left knee. Maybe you bring your elbow outside. Chest forward, shoulders back, crown of the head up. Couple more breaths in and out. Come out of your twist. Gently extend the legs. And then bring back your hands behind you. Lean back for a moment. Keep the legs straight. Point the right foot, keep the left foot flexed. Switch feet. Switch. Switch. One more time each side. And then bring the feet just a little bit wider apart. See if you can turn the toes in towards the center and then turn them out. Turn them in. Turn them out. One more time, turn them in. And turn them out. Go ahead, bring that torso back over the pelvis. Flex through the feet, bring them hip distance apart. Add a little bend to the knees if you need it. And then let's start pulling our chest forward. Just to your level of comfort, stopping before you feel any strain in the back. Relax through the shoulders. Maybe the hands come a little further. Maybe you round through the upper back, not the lower back. Just a couple breaths. Nice. And slowly come up. Bring the arms forward, shoulder height. Roll your shoulders up and down away from the ears. Take an inhale. Exhale, lower down for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knees into the chest. Rock yourself gently from side to side. Where did the time go? All right, gently release the left foot down. We're going to cross that right ankle over the top of that left leg, coming into a figure 4. Keep that right foot flexed.
Maybe cactus the arms out to the sides. Feel free to float the legs off, reaching for the back of that left thigh or shin, or stay as you are. I'm gonna stay right here today. Again, take a moment, check your face. I bet you're holding tension in it. Let it go. Let's gently uncross and switch sides. So crossing that left ankle over that right knee, keep the left foot flexed, turn the left knee out to the side. Again, maybe you float the legs up or stay like I am with the arms cactused out. Uncross and bring both the knees into the chest one more time. Hold behind the backs of the knees, hold onto the thighs as the knees are into the chest. And then just extend the lower part of the legs up towards the ceiling, flexing the feet, trying to bring the knees out towards the shoulders, finding a happy baby. Maybe keep holding onto the thighs or reach for the outside of the feet or the big toes. Couple gentle rocks. Soles of the feet to join. Again, coming to that Baddha Konasana, gently lowering the legs down into our reclined butterfly. Just for a moment, one hand to the belly, one hand to the heart center. Thanking yourself for showing up today, taking time for your mind and for your body. For 3, 2, 1. Hold the breath. A little more air in. Sigh it out through the mouth. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Make yourself comfortable for Savasana. Maybe you like that supported butterfly we tried in the beginning. Maybe you like those knees towards the ceiling, bringing the feet out to the sides, letting the knees fall together. Maybe full extension. If you're in that full extension, palms facing up, maybe rolling one shoulder blade underneath and then the other to lift the chest before settling. Releasing any remaining tension that you may find. Feeling that cool air on your skin. Muscles lengthen and stretch. Now letting them rest, reset.
Gentle wiggles of fingers and toes, maybe rolling wrists and ankles. Gentle rocks of the head, side to side. Bringing the arms overhead, interlacing the fingers, pointing to the toes, and taking a full stretch, lengthening out. Enjoying that extra space we've created, bringing the knees now into the chest. Give them a squeeze, maybe a couple rocks. A moment of gratitude for our health, for our bodies, and all that they allowed us to do today. For amazing bodies. Gently making your way when you're ready to a comfortable seat, eyes closed if possible. Inhale, sweep the arms overhead, palms join. Exhale the palms to the forehead for good thought. Bring them to your lips for beautiful words. And to your heart center for a grateful heart. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you continue to grow in your practice. Thank you for practicing with me today. Namaste.